Whispers are erupting like lightning bolts through every corner of the WWE universe, electrifying locker rooms and social media timelines alike. A name is quietly beginning to dominate conversations not just in fan forums but behind the scenes of SmackDown and Raw, a name rooted in legacy, bloodline, redemption, and potentially revolution. That name is Zilla Fatu. But who exactly is he? Why does his presence feel less like a debut and more like the opening of a seismic shift within WWE's most sacred lineage? Is this man a generational prodigy sent to carry the torch, or is he a volatile storm prepared to annihilate everything we thought we understood about the Anoa'i dynasty? Tonight, we're peeling back the curtain to reveal the mystery behind Zilla Fatu's path toward the WWE spotlight, a journey charged with prison walls, championship gold, bloodline drama, and a destiny too big to ignore. It begins with a question wrestling fans around the world are demanding to be answered. Who is Zilla Fatu? If you've only recently started following the whispers and teases, then buckle in. Zilla Fatu is no ordinary newcomer. He is a 25-year-old force of nature, a fourth-generation warrior descended from wrestling royalty, and the son of the late, fearsome WWE legend Umaga. That's right, Zilla's blood flows from the same historic Anoa'i lineage that gave us the dominance of Roman Reigns, the passion of the Usos, the explosiveness of Solo Sikoa, and now the destructive arrival of Jacob Fatu. But while the family tree is illustrious, Zilla's branches stretch into darker, more personal territory. This isn't a tale of silver spoons and guaranteed contracts. Zilla's road has been forged in pain, forged in survival. At just 15 years old, his life was derailed by a conviction for aggravated robbery that saw him spend 6 defining years behind bars in Texas State Penitentiary. But instead of being broken, he emerged stronger, smarter, hungrier. In 2022, Zilla was released and began a complete personal transformation, converting to Islam and committing himself fully to the art and discipline of professional wrestling. That rebirth led him to none other than WWE Hall of Famer Booker T and the acclaimed reality of wrestling promotion, where he began sharpening his craft with a chip on his shoulder and a fire in his chest. Zilla didn't just train, he conquered. Capturing the Raw Championship and the House of Glory's crown jewel title, he blazed through the indie circuit, gaining notoriety not just for his brute strength but for his authenticity. This man speaks without scripts. His promos are unfiltered and personal. He doesn't perform, he delivers truth. But now comes the question that's got fans on the edge of their seats. When will Zilla Fatu explode onto WWE programming, and how will his arrival alter the complex saga of the bloodline? Because make no mistake, this isn't just about a new debut. It's about history, vengeance, redemption, and the future of a dynasty that's already at war with itself. Will Zilla join Roman Reigns and the original bloodline? Could he instead side with Solo Sikoa and the uprising that includes Jacob Fatu? Or is he destined to be something more, a rogue element, a third faction, an heir to the Anoa'i name who refuses to kneel before anyone? Understanding Zilla's place in this story means understanding the full weight of the Anoa'i legacy. This isn't just a family, it's wrestling royalty. From the Wild Samoans and Yokozuna to Rikishi, The Rock, Roman Reigns, and Umaga himself, these names didn't just compete, they shaped the very DNA of WWE. And Zilla, being Umaga's only son, inherits not just a legacy of violence and greatness but also the unresolved pain of a childhood lost when Umaga died suddenly in 2009. That loss has echoed through every step Zilla has taken, and now it drives him to honor that legacy by becoming more than just another family member. He wants to be a symbol of survival and self-reclamation. But let's talk strategy, let's explore the possibilities, because Zilla Fatu's WWE trajectory could take multiple game-changing forms. Option 1. He joins Roman Reigns. Imagine him stepping into a tribal combat scenario, appearing at the climax of a brutal war, driving a Samoan spike into Solo Sikoa's throat to restore order to the crumbling empire. Option 2. He sides with Solo and Jacob Fatu, declaring that the old bloodline is corrupt and it's time to rewrite the family history with new leadership and raw values. But then there's Option 3, the one that could break the internet and split the WWE universe in two. What if Zilla Fatu enters the scene not to take sides but to destroy the whole idea of loyalty itself? What if he arrives with his own faction, his own army, his own set of rules? A third power born of rage, prison survival, and independence. Zilla himself has dropped hints. In an emotional interview with Tim Han Rivera, he said that his debut will be huge, not just for him, but for his family, his mother, his brothers, and his late father. That's not a promotional tease. That's a warrior making a promise. But if we want to find clues, we need to follow the digital breadcrumbs and fan theories lighting up every corner of Reddit, X, and wrestling forums. Some claim he's already signed with WWE through the company's ID program, a development initiative that collaborates with Reality of Wrestling. Others believe he's holding out for a main roster impact moment, a dream debut at WrestleMania or SummerSlam where he interferes in a bloodline match, takes out Roman or Solo, and rewrites the tribal narrative in one spine-chilling moment. Still, others speculate that NXT might be his proving ground. After all, legends like Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and Sami Zayn all passed through NXT to sharpen their steel. And with stars like Trick Williams and Oba Femi currently holding down the fort, NXT is no longer a step down, it's a launchpad. And then there's the controversy. Zilla's past, especially his time in prison, has raised eyebrows. Some believe his record could hinder international appearances, but precedent says otherwise. Jacob Fatu faced similar hurdles and now thrives under WWE's global spotlight. If WWE sees star power, and let's be honest, they do, barriers will be broken. But it hasn't all been smooth. Zilla's indie career has included some turbulence, including a short-lived fallout with Game Changer Wrestling over pay and a temporary split with Booker T. But here's the thing, legends aren't forged in silence. They rise from chaos. And Zilla's journey is the kind of raw, volatile, high-stakes narrative WWE thrives on. Whether it's his powerful Samoan Spike tribute to Umaga or his uncut style on the mic, Zilla isn't just walking into WWE, he's charging in like a tsunami. If WWE pulls the trigger at the right time, Zilla Fatu could become the face of a new decade. His look is undeniable. His charisma is nuclear. His story is tailor-made for modern wrestling audiences looking for realism, struggle, and emotional connection. Booker T himself said Zilla could be the most impactful new talent in 30 years, and coming from a two-time Hall of Famer, that's not empty hype. That's prophecy. So, as we await his inevitable arrival, one truth remains, Zilla Fatu is coming. And when he does, the WWE will never be the same again. Whether he's toppling giants, forging alliances, or tearing apart the concept of the bloodline altogether, Zilla represents more than just the next big thing. He represents the future. The crowd will roar. The mat will shake. And the legacy of Umaga will live on. So what do you...